morning and welcome to The World Today. Today's topic is how Africa has impacted most disciplines and majors around the world. Good morning, Jeremy.
Good morning.
The study of English is very important to our culture. How is the discipline reliant on Africa?
The English academic discipline is primarily composed of the studies of literature, linguistics, and sociolinguistics. African literature is varied and culturally revealing. Although the only winner of the Nobel Prize for Literature from Africa is Wole Soyinka, African writers have won many famous awards for their contributions to world literature. Topics that often occur in African literature are the pursuit of one's ancestral culture in conflict with an invading culture and its mores, the importance of a stationary family, the role played by religious faith in living one's life, the effects of global monetization, the value of literacy and education as a means to improve various spheres of poverty, and the social effects of class, racial, or tribal warfare. As much as studying the literature of any other enclave of people, Africa stands out as a well-developed source of creative thought and source of study for English majors. Famous African writers include Devin, Soyinka, Markara, Achebe, and Thiongo.
Explain how the literature subset of English is derived from Africa. What about the linguistics subset?
As for linguistics, if the student wants to understand the link between the English language and Africa, he can research the background of Chinua Achebe's Things Fall Apart, the first African novel written in English. Achebe chose to write the novel in English because of the language's ability to communicate a narrative better than his native Igbo. Knowing that English is considered by some to be a superior language for certain tasks is complementary to the discipline.
Interesting. And can you explain how it is important to sociolinguistics?
For sociolinguistics, African languages have contributed a number of words that native English speakers use every day without knowing their origins. Such words include banana, bogus, bongo, bozo, boogie, chigger, chimpanzee, cola, dig, hip, jazz, jive, juke, mambo, merengue, mumbo, jumbo, mojo, okay, okra, sambra, sambo, tango, tote, voodoo, yam, banjo, funk, goober, gumbo, jumbo, macaque, marimba, safari, ubuntu, zebra, and zombie.
Wow. Thank you, Jeremy. Now let's hear from the students of UT. Hey, how are you?
Good, and you?
Pretty good. What's your name?
My name is Blake Pibbit.
Oh, that's great. My name's Devin. How has Africa made any contributions to your major?
Well, I'm a logistics major, and the basis of the field of logistics derived from the disciplines of African culture. Africa was the original traders and masters of the art of transportation and shipping.
Early African civilizations learned that they needed to be by water if they wanted to have a chance to trade, travel, and expand. Africa's trans-Saharan trade were the first to domesticate animals that were able to handle undesirable conditions. African nomad Berbers learned to use camels to cross large deserts, which before many people died trying to make the trek on foot. Western African tribes were quickly to learn that if they wanted to become successful empires, they needed to control the Niger River. The Songhai Empire was completely dominated river systems and capitalized trade. Without the great trading ability of African tribes, European nations would not be able to receive all the gold it needed. Africans were also able to export large amounts of slaves and many other items. Logistics is a very important issue in our world today. Logistics is a never-ending field of study that derives from Africa.
Hello, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Fine. What is your name?
Devin.
Okay, well, I'm Whitney from World Today, and I'm here to ask you a couple of questions. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and what is your major?
Sociology.
Okay, and can you tell me how sociology and Africa is connected?
Well, it is said that Africa has helped us gain a better sense of culture and diversity within ourselves, whether it's fashion, music, or art.
Okay, well, that's pretty neat. Back to you.
Sociology is the study of society and the way it works, and through research on the African continent, we have gained a better understanding of ourselves through Africa. Through the different developments of social groupings, such as artisans, ironworkers, farmers, etc., a split occurred to allow society to run a lot smoother. Since we have studied the way in which society operates throughout Africa, it has helped us gain a better sense of culture and diversity within ourselves. Africa has imprinted on the discipline of sociology by giving us insight on how people from different regions can come together and interact. Through music, fashion, and art from the African world, we have been greatly impacted. These things are very prominent throughout every society, and since the basis of these things derived from Africa, it is very important that we study it. Sounds, instruments, and dance are some of the things that we have taken from the African society and placed into our own today. Also, the different styles through fashion, such as different prints we wear like cheetah, zebra, and giraffe, have been really beneficial to our fashion industry, as well as the uses of gold to make jewelry and bangles of sorts. Art in the sense of pottery has been very influential within our society. Now, let's welcome our next guest to the stage.
My name's Cameron.
And what's your major?
I'm going for my Bachelor's of Science.
Okay, great. How does Africa affect origins of your discipline?
The basis of modern science has many roots originating in the research and study of Africa, and even origination from Africa itself. The study of the origin of humanity was shaped through the discovery of the mitochondrial Eve, or the first known Homo sapiens sapiens, in the Esset and Shillington savanna woodlands of eastern and southern Africa. The mitochondrial Eve is believed to be the oldest known human remains available to modern science, and with it we have formed our basis of the evolution of the modern human. Not only did the first modern human originate in Africa, but also the origins of science and technology as a discipline can be linked to the first findings of Stone Age tools and weapons. The discipline of science can trace its origins directly to Africa.
Okay, and how does Africa affect your discipline in modern times?
Science has also been affected in modern times in the fields of biology and chemistry. The various flora, fauna, and other organisms that have been found in the vastly different ecosystems of the African continent have given us new perspectives in biology, forming, for example, a foundation of modern research in subfields of biology such as pathology, as there are innumerable unique species only native to Africa. In relation to chemistry and modern-day medicine, it can be traced back to the origins of village medicine men that used local plants and fungi to treat various illnesses long before the advent of pharmaceuticals. Even today, pharmaceutical companies are looking into the diverse species only residing in Africa to try and cure illnesses that have affected us for thousands of years, with the aid of knowledge of local traditions and medicines. Without this research conducted in chemistry and biology, which was conducted solely in Africa, the discipline of modern-day science would be far behind where it stands today.
Thank you, Cameron.
Thank you.
And now let's go to people on the street.
Hey, can I interview one of y'all? Yes. My name's Devin, and I'm from World Today. My name's Colby. And I was just wondering if I could ask you a few questions. Yes. What's your major? Communications. And how is communication in Africa connected?
I think that since Africa is where civilization originated, it provided a basis for language to spread across the world.
Thank you.
Africa is the basis of many things, including language and other disciplines. Africa shaped language and communication by being the first ones to develop it and spread it across the world.
Those that did learn to adapt, however, spread their technology and with it their cultures and languages to the four corners of the continent. It is to them that the ancestry of our four indigenous language families of modern Africa can be traced. The four indigenous families are Niger-Congo, Caucasian, Nilo-Saharan, and Afro-Asiatic. Since we know that the basis of language began with these indigenous peoples, and we know that through the transatlantic slave trade, slaves from all over Africa were dispersed all over, we can reason that their language is made an imprint on communication around the world today.
Hello, what's your name?
I'm Whitney, and yours?
My name's Devin, and I'm from World Today. Can I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
What's your major?
My major is history.
And how has history and Africa connected?
Well, it's thought to be that the first humans are from Africa, and the start of civilization that we know today originated in Africa.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
According to Shillington, the history of Africa has set the basis for the history of the world. To start with, the origins of human and the start of civilization is thought to have originated in Africa. As for civilization, which origins can also be traced back to Africa, is thought to have a political system, social structure, and an economy, in which Africa had all in ancient times. According to the Out of Africa model for development of man, modern humans originated in Africa and began to migrate the rest of the world about 100,000 years ago. Racial differences are the result of local adaptations to climate and environment, not because of memberships to different race or species.
And thanks for for watching The World Today. I hope you've learned